Hey Addie, my name's Preston. I made you a quick video to show you a few things you can do today to bring more customers into your photography business. Oftentimes, the world of internet marketing, most local business owners are too busy running their business to learn how the internet can really benefit them and their company. Sometimes the only hesitation they have in hiring someone is they don't know who is an expert and who isn't. I have found by giving people some free actual advice of steps and processes and things that they can actually do for free to help them attain more customers and scale their business more effectively has resulted in some of those local business owners still raising their hands and saying, can you please do this for me? So if by the end of this video, you've liked what you've heard and can see that I have a lot of tricks up my sleeve and can help your business, shoot me a message and we can talk. Or if by the end you simply want to take the value or advice I've given you and do it yourself, awesome, works for me. So let me show you a few things that will set you above your competition. So one of the first things I want to start off for on your site is your content. So how Google works is Google, when you publish your site, will go through, scan all of the backend code, all of your text, your image handles, all the metadata in your images. So think like the name of the image, like the little code snippets in it and things like that. But overall, Google needs text to really understand what services, what things you're providing, and where to place your site when people search on Google for it. So one of the main things I would tell you to do is go through and definitely add a lot of content to your site. You have amazing work. I'm a photographer myself. I shoot mostly fine art portraits, but overall, Google has no idea what you're shooting because really the only text on the site is your tagline and then Clean City Snapshots, at least for your homepage. Now you go over to your contact, I'm sure there's a little more text. So definitely adding text. Your homepage alone should have roughly 1,500 words on it, which is not that much words count-wise, but it's still a decent amount of value. Another really big thing to really think about is adding blog content. So not necessarily posting about every shoot you do or every client you work with, but more along the lines of, hey, here are the keywords that are driving a lot of traffic in Cincinnati or separate niches that I want to target. Let's try to get this landing page per se to rank on those words. Now, I don't know if you had a second to really look at what I sent you earlier, but as you can see, there are a ton of people searching for photography stuff here in just Cincinnati. For example, just general photography terms in Cincinnati is generating 710 searches a month. Now, this isn't counting adding in Facebook ads, really anything else. It's just organic people hopping on their cell phones, searching stuff. So, I want to pull up another example for you to reference and show you that you're not really alone in kind of making the same mistake of not having enough text on your site. Another great example of a person that really needs to work on this is one of your competitors, Megan Knoll. Her work as well is amazing. I feel like we have a lot of creatively talented people here in Cincinnati, but Megan herself, her largest piece of text is that, not a lot. So this is something that you could easily go in using the targeted keyword list I gave you and adding those words into your text to where you start actually having a lot of stuff for Google to read once your site is published and made live. Let's move that back over. Aside from that, the next thing that, I would definitely add to your site is I love your lead magnet you have right here, which is definitely, offering $500 discounts, all exclusive wedding package. Deal ends end of July. Interested? Contact page to learn more. Everything is amazing on that, except for the fact that they have to go all the way to the contact page to take advantage. In all reality, under your header, you should have one big header image that is the top of your website. On that, you should have a phone number. You should have, ideally in a perfect world, you would even have their email capture right there. But people would scroll down, see your text, they can go to all these different pages, product, food, portraits, architecture, real estate. And then at the bottom, you should have a giant lead form saying, hey, for just this month or for the next 5 customers, we're offering this, and you don't even have to leave the homepage to take advantage of this offer. So that's something I would definitely add in there. It's really easy to do. I don't know if you use like MailChimp, ActiveCampaign, or, you know, it just sends to your normal email. That's easily something you can just add into the form depending on what website builder you're using. Moving on, another tool I use a lot is called SEO Quick. Now, this is a Google Chrome extension, but it allows me to see how many people are searching organically Google for exact targeted keywords. So this is how I made that keyword list that I sent. So this little tool allows me to see that, hey, 40 people a month are searching digital photography here in Cincinnati, and no one's running ads on it, but there's still 40 people. We can run ads on that for a very cheap rate, or we can use that in one of the keywords and rake in some of those 40 customers that nobody is fighting for right now. But they're paying $1.30 for photographers in Cincinnati, Ohio. So, you know, we could go in and say, cool, we'll set the bid for 50 cents and scoop in all those customers that they're missing. Or, you know, like I said, creating blog content, using these keywords, using these for your homepage and things like that, to where when people do search that, even though it's only 40, you and I both know shoots add up quick if you're pulling them in. So, you know, a prime example of this, and I can kind of show you how this works, is you go through here, you add it into your Google Chrome store, and you search a word. So let's search, I didn't mean to press that. Cool. So we just searched Cincinnati photographers. I refreshed the page. It's loading, and it shows me, hey, 880 people a month search this. People are paying $2 to run these ads at the top. And the competition's about a 50%, which is a lot, but like not a lot. Like you could still definitely take advantage of that. This traffic is very high quality, is something I'd like to add. These are people searching with buyer intent. So they are searching to hire somebody. It's not somebody scrolling through Instagram like, oh, I didn't know I needed a photographer, but hey, he's cool. It's somebody searching, yo, like my kid really needs senior pictures. Like, who do I hire? They type it in, and this is where you are. You know, a good thing to remember is people that run ads, usually only 20% of the traffic is really going to them. So even if you are running ads, you still really want to focus on getting into the My Google Business and getting into the first page. That way, you're pretty much dominating a market. This increases efficiency in lead generation, as well as saves you money and time in your marketing efforts. I'd like to step back a second and go back to something we talked about a minute ago, but adding site design wise, many photographers are really bad about this, but many photographers design sites that are made to look aesthetically pleasing and not to convert. You know, like I said earlier, there's definitely some things in your site that I'd love to see added. You know, you have a great portfolio, adding in that lead captures on the top, the phone number, maybe even a call tracking number. You know, really getting that through would be amazing. Sorry, I lost my train of thought. Finally, the last little tip I'll give you is backlinks. Backlinks are super powerful. So we're going to go back over here to Google, and this is still using the same SEO Quick little extension plugin, and I have it set up on the free package because, you know, I don't need anything too crazy. You can go through and find, let's find, you know, a competitor, Adam and Kelly. They have 582 backlinks. So a backlink is like site A shouting out your work. So Google sees it as a popularity contest of, hey, a lot of people really like this. I'm logged in. Gotta agree to terms. But a lot of people really like this work. Let's go ahead and, sorry, that's not working. But a lot of people really like this work. Let's go ahead and shout them, not shout them out, but let's go ahead and present them higher rankings, since so many people are attracted to this, you know, this person. You know, that's why Kelly and Adam and Kelly's sites rank so high, is their backlinks are really good. But what this tool does is it allows and shows you the exact sites that are ranking them. And what's so powerful about that is you can go reach out to these people and say, hey, I'm a photographer in Cincinnati who shoots portraits. I, you know, shoot stuff like, you know, similar or around the ballpark of what you featured in this article. I'd love to work with you guys on maybe a newer article about, you know, 4th of July or, you know, Christmas, and kind of leveraging that in their way to where they have content to post. It's fitting their brand guidelines, but it's still giving you a good backlink to rank your site up higher. Let's look and see how many your site has. Your site has 2. So let's see what they are out of curiosity. So, I mean, that's a huge differentiating factor. Yeah, so you have one from Bride's Mafia. It looks like that's the only one you really got. So that's something I would definitely add to your plate is there's many paid sources you can get. There's some free ones, and that's something that we would focus on and really drive into to get you to rank a bit higher. So think of it kind of like being very niche specific with these backlinks. So you don't want to go get something from Pizza Hut linking you because it doesn't make sense. You know, you don't make pizzas for a living, you take photos, beautiful photos at that. So definitely focusing on getting photography niche related things are going to be very important. So once again, we went over content on your page, definitely need to have 1,500 words or more, building a site that is more than aesthetically pleasing, building it to convert. So adding in that email capture, adding in your phone number, adding in, blog content, as well as, you know, utilizing the fact that you have a really strong like lead magnet, something to encourage people to reach out to you. um, Getting those backlinks, more relevant sites pointing at you guys to show Google you're an authority, you're powerful in your niche. And if you want to implement these strategies today, you can easily, start scooping up and getting that traffic on that home first page of Google and ranking #1 in many different areas. Um, you can either go this information I provided you today and do this on your own. I'm totally cool with that. However, if you want the most effective route, I want to save yourself some time, some money, and have it properly done the first time. You can give me a call, reply to this email. I'd love to chat with you about how we can help you grow and scale your business. As a photographer myself, I know how hard it can be to really, to get shoots at times. Once again, just simply reply with this email. I'd love the opportunity to talk, you know, getting your site more traffic, more leads, and helping you grow your business. I look forward to hearing from you, and I hope you have a great 4th of July.